Welcome students, welcome to the lecture number 7 of MySQL revision tour. So let's begin. In the previous lecture we have learned about the between and not between the clause. Now in this lecture we begin with the in clause. Okay, so what is basically this in clause is used for? Suppose we have a table named as employee containing these records. Okay, and suppose what is the purpose of this clause? So you can see that the definition is written. Yes, this clause is used to show only those records whose search value belongs to the specified list of values. In this I have said that this clause is used to show only those records whose search value belongs to the specified list of values. It means we have to specify a search value, and if that search value belongs to the given list of values, then the record will be shown. Okay, basically we select a particular field from the table, right? If the value of that field belong to the list of values, then the record of that value gets shown to the user. So let me clarify you with the help of an example. Suppose it is given over there that display details of all employees who works in either accounts or finance or admin department. Okay, so we want to view the details of all those employees who works in accounts department or finance department or admin department, right? So what we will do in this case, so we have to find the answer of this question. Now this is the basically table, and you can see that I have written a command over here that select star from employee, this select star from employee, where department equal to sales or department equal to finance or department equal to admin. Okay, so if any one of, because OR operator is used in this, so in case of OR operator, if a single condition is true, then the overall result becomes true and the record get displayed. Now let us test this. The first record is of Kashish. In her department sales is given, so according to this record the first condition becomes true. So as soon as the condition becomes true, in case of OR, the entire result is converted to true. So as the department is equal to sales, this condition is true for Kashish, so that's why her record is shown. Okay, now we move to the second record, that is Manas. His department is also sales. So according to this this department field, the first condition is true, so that's why his record is shown. Now we move to the next record, that is Sonali. In according to the Sonali record, the first condition is not true for her because her department is finance, and in the first condition the department is equated to sales, so it is not true. So this condition is basically false for Sonali. Then the control moves to the second condition, whether the department is equal to finance. Yes, her department is basically equivalent to finance. So now in case of OR, as I told you that even a single condition is true, then the entire result is true. So her record is also shown to the user. In case of Anshika, the same case, her department is finance, so obviously for her record also the first condition is not true, but the second condition is true. That's why her record is shown to the user. Similarly for Akansha also. And now when we see the record of Sumit, his department is admin. So for Sumit, the first condition is false. Okay, for department is equal to finance, no, his department is not equal to finance, so the second condition is also false. But when we go to the third condition, that whether the department is equal to admin, yes, the department is equal to admin, this is true. So as a single condition becomes true, that's why the entire condition is true. So a record of Sumit is also shown. Similarly the record of Aditya is also shown in this case. So we have find the answer of this above query by using OR operator. Okay, now there is one more way in which we can find the answer of this question by using the in operator. Now this is the question, this is the way in which I can find the result. Okay, in this case you can see that in every time you have to write department equal to, department equal to, department equal to, you have to write this statement 3 times. Okay, but if you can see that we are comparing same field department, we are comparing same field department for different values. The first value is sales, then other finance, and another one is the admin. So in this situation, when we compare a single field with multiple values, then we can also use in operator for it. We write the name of that field first, then we use in operator, and within the brackets we will specify all the multiple values, all the values. So if for any record, just let's take the example of the first, her department is sales. So if the value of department in any record belongs to this set of values, then the record will be shown. Okay, so you can see that in the case of Kashish, her department is sales, and you can say that, you can see that her department value, that is sales, belongs to this group. Okay, so that's why her record is shown. Similarly, Sonali department is finance, so her department value, that is finance, belongs to this set now, so that's why her record is shown. Sumit, his department is admin, so his department value also belongs to this set, that's why the employees working in admin department also shown as a result. Okay, and suppose there is a person who works in accounts department. You know that we have an account department also, but those employees whose department is account, the value account does not belongs to this set, so that's why you can't see any employee whose department is account. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you that when you want to compare the value of a single field, okay, one field with multiple values, so in that case you can use this format. Okay, so when you compare a single field with multiple values, then either you can write like this, but this may be a very long one because you have to specify the field name every time, but by using in clause we have to specify the field name just once, and then after in clause we simply specify the list of values. Okay, as you can see that department is basically of character type, that's why we put every value within quotes. But suppose if we are going to compare any integer value, then in that case we don't put quotes over here, because as you know that for entering the character value we have to put single quotes or double quotes, right? So this is basically in clause. Now we move to the next clause, that is not in. Okay, so as you know that within the in clause, the field value if the field value belongs to the given set of values, only the record then is true. In that case the condition is true and the record will be shown to the user. Okay, but what about in the case of not in? In the case of not in, if the value of the specified field does not belongs to the list, only then the condition is true and the record will be shown to the user. So suppose the question is that display detail of all employees who neither works in accounts nor finance nor admin department. Okay, so we want to see the details of those employees who neither work in accounts nor finance or nor admin. So it means over here you can say that we have 4 departments: sales, account, finance. Okay, and there is one more, admin also, as we have seen in the previous slide. So how I can view the record of all these? So according to the in clause, this clause is used to show only those records, okay, only those records whose search value does not belongs to the specified list of values. So obviously whatever field name you have specified, if the value of that field does not belongs to the specified list of values, only in that case the condition becomes true and you will see the record. Okay, so let's see once. Select star from employee where department we have specified the field name, and after that we have written not in. So it means the value of department, if does not belongs to this set of value, only then the record will be shown. So you can see that over here we are seeing only the record of accounts department. Why? Because account is not specified over here. Okay, so in this case we are seeing the record of only accounts department employee. Okay, so you can manipulate the above command as per the requirement, because in this I have taken sales, finance and admin, but according to the question it is written you don't have to show the records of employees who works in accounts, finance and admin department. So you will manipulate the command according to the given question. I have just written a sample example for you. Okay, so just do the above questions yourself. Now let's move to the next clause, that is order by clause. Now what is the purpose of this order by clause? Basically this order by clause is used to arrange the record present in your table either in ascending or descending order. Okay, so on the basis of field specified by user. So it is written that this clause is used to display records present in the table either in ascending or descending order on the basis of field specified by user. So with the help of this command we can see the records present in my table in either ascending or descending order on the basis of a particular field. Okay, so the syntax is, first you have to write the order by, then you have to write the field name, and if you want to view in ascending order then you will write ASC, and if you want to see the record in descending order then you will write DESC. So this field name is must, because on the basis of this field name the system will arrange the records. Okay, so let's see example of it. So suppose this is my table, all right, and I want to perform these kind of queries. So display detail of all employees in ascending order of their names. So let's do one thing, we do all these questions practically also. So let's open the SQL. Okay, so now you can see that SQL is open. So first of all I have to put the password, and I told you that the password is Shadley. Okay, so in your lab you have to enter the password Shadley, right? So now it is open, and first we have to activate the database. So we have already created a database named as company, so obviously we have to activate it. Then we know that there is a table named as employee in it, so select star from employee. Okay, so these are the records of all the employees present in that table. Okay, so now what I have to do, I have to perform all these queries, right? So the first question is that display detail of all employees in ascending order of their names. So display, over here it is written display, so I will use select, and the field name is not given, so it is written details, so it means I have to show all the details. So select star from employee. Okay, now I have done this much part, this much part. Okay, now the display details of all employees. Now after that it is written in ascending order of their names. Okay, in ascending order of their names. So how you can specify this case? You will write order by, the name of the field is ename, and we have to specify in ascending order, so ASC. So what is the pattern of this command? I have written display, so I have written select. Over here it is given details of all employees, so select star from employee, and after that it is mentioned you have to show in ascending order of their names, so order by ename ASC. So after that I press enter. So now you can see that, just wait. So now okay, what happened? So once I entered this command, so now you can see that the records of all employees is shown to the user in order by of their name. So you can see that first the name of the employees name whose name starts with A is shown, then E, then K, M, S. So they are arranged in the alphabetical order. And you can see that if the first name is Akansha and Anshika, why the record of Akansha is shown above Anshika? Because A is same in both the case, but the second alphabet, that is K. So when we go alphabetical order, then K comes first and N comes after that. Okay, that's why the Akansha record is shown above and the Anshika record is shown below. So you can see in this way we can see the records of all the employees in ascending order on the basis of their name. And remember one thing, it is not compulsory to use the where clause with order by clause. Okay, order by clause is different and where clause is different. So it is not compulsory that you will write where clause and then order by clause. No, it depends on the condition. We will see those cases also. So this condition is over. So let's move to the next question. The next question is that to display detail of all employees in descending order of their salaries. So what I want the employees who's getting the highest salary will be shown first, then the second highest, then the third highest, then the fourth highest, and so on. So how I write the command? I write select, okay, star from employee. Now we have to show the record on the basis of their salary to order by salary and in descending order to DESC. So over here it is given display, we have written select for that, details, that's why we written star of all employees, and after that it is given descending order of their salaries. So for descending order of their salaries we have to specify order by salary DESC. Okay, so once I entered this command, I press enter. So now you can see the records of all employees, and these records are arranged on the basis of their salary. So you can see that the first we are getting the record of Manas because his salary is 35,200, then 21,500, 18,200, 16,200. So now you can see that the records are arranged on the basis of their salaries in descending order. Okay. Next question, display detail of all employees in reverse alphabetical order of their names. Now what is this reverse alphabetical order? Listen to me carefully. If in a question it is given alphabetical order, so it means you have to show in ascending order. Alphabetical order means from A to Z, right? So for A to Z you have to go for ascending order, and the reverse alphabetical order means Z to A, and for moving according to the Z to A you have to use the descending order. Okay, so alphabetical order means ascending order and reverse alphabetical order means descending order, right? So over here it is written that display detail of all employees in reverse alphabetical order of their names. So let us do it. Select star from employee. So you can see that display is written, that's why I have used select, details, star. Then immediately after writing the star or the field name, you have to write the from and then the table name. Now this much part is over. After that we have to write the in reverse alphabetical order of their names. So I have written order by ename DESC. Okay, so you can see that first the record of Sonali is shown, Manas, and now you can see that Anshika and Akansha record is shown at the bottom. Why it is shown at the bottom? Because we are using the reverse, that is in descending order we have shown the record, right? Now the next question is that display details of all sales department employees. Okay, we have to show the records of only sales department employees in descending order of their salaries, right? So how we can write this? It is written display, so we have written select, details, so star, and immediately after star or the field name we have to write from, then table name employee. Okay, now after that we have to specify that only sales department records are included. So we have to write where clause over here, and we will write department is equal to sales. Okay, and so basically up to this we get the records of sales department employees only. Now whatever records of sales department employees shown to us, we have to arrange those records in descending order of their salary. So after that I put order by salary, DESC. Okay, so as I told you that it is not necessary to put where with the order by. Order by is different thing, where clause is different thing, but if there is a situation comes in the question, then we have to use where clause with it, right? So once I press enter, you can see that I am seeing only the record of sales department employees, all right, and these records are arranged in descending order of their salary. So that's why 35,200, then 15,200 and 7,600, right? So this is basically the use of our order by clause, right? Now let's move to the next clause, that is the like clause. Now what is the basic purpose of this like clause? Okay, let me explain you. Suppose whenever we give a query to the user and we want only the selected records, okay, whenever we issue a query and we want selected records, then obviously we write where clause, and within the where clause we have written the condition. So whatever record satisfies that condition, those records will be shown to the user. Okay, so for creating the condition, we have to specify the value, comparison value. Suppose if I given the command that display details of all sales department employees. So what is the comparison value in this question? Sales department. Okay, so I have given that show me the records of only those employees who works in sales department. That's it. So sales is basically the comparison value, right? So in some question, this comparison value is completely given. Like the questions we have solved till now, in all these kind of questions, the comparison value is completely given to us. But suppose if the comparison value is not completely given to us. Now, if the comparison value is incomplete, what does the incomplete means? Incomplete means some part of that value is given to me and some part of that value is missing. Okay, so incomplete means whatever be the comparison value, some part of that comparison value is given to me and some part of that comparison value it is not given to me. So how I can handle this missing part? So for that missing part, we have two wildcard characters with us. The first wildcard character is underscore. If a single value is missing, then for that single value we simply put underscore. So for single character we put underscore, and if suppose there are 0 or more characters, suppose if there are 1 character, 2 character, 3 character, 4, 5, 6, then what I can do in that case? In that case, I have another wildcard character with me, that is percentage, and percentage represents 0 or more characters. Okay, so underscore is used when a single character is missing, then we use underscore for it. And if there are not single character but more than 0 character or 1, 2, 3, 4, any number of characters, then in that case we use percentage symbol for us. Okay, so what is the definition of like clause? This clause is used to display records in those cases where comparison value is not completely given to the user. So it is basically used in those cases where comparison value, whatever value is given to the user for comparison, that is not given in a complete order. Okay, so let's do some example so that this case is more clarified to us. Suppose this is my table, okay, and I have written the command display details of all employees whose name begins with A. So now what I want the name details of all employees whose names begin with A. So how I can write this command? Select star from employee. Okay, because over here it is written display. For display I have put select details, that's why I put star of all employees. So select star from employee. Now after that I have to use this handle. So now you can see that we have to compare, we have to show records to the user as per the name. but for comparing the name, the initial value is given to me, that the first character is A, but what about the rest of the characters? That is not given to me. It means the rest characters are missing. So in this case, the comparison value is given to me is incomplete. Okay, why incomplete? Because we have given that the name begins with A. So we have given the first character of his or her name, but after the first character, the rest of the characters are not given to me. So that's why we call it as incomplete. So how I can handle this incomplete case? I put where ename like, and either within the single quotes or within the double quotes, we have to write the pattern. We know that the first character is A, so I have written A, but after that I don't know how many characters are there. So for that I simply put percentage and single quotes close and semicolon. So I have written a pattern like we have to show only those names in which the name value is like this pattern. Okay, begins with A, and after that any number of characters is allowed. So you can see that we can see the record of only Anshika and Akanshan because their names begins with A, and after that any number of characters allowed. Why? Because I have written percentage. Okay, so in case of percentage, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any number of characters is allowed. So you can see that we have to write the pattern. For a part which is given, we write those part exactly, and whatever part is missing for me, for that missing part I will use either underscore or percentage. Underscore is only used when the single character is missing, but percentage is used when there are more than 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, any number of characters missing. Okay. Now the next question is display details of all employees. So again we have to show the details of all employees whose name second character is A and ends with S. So over here we have given a pattern that as per the comparison value, we have to display names of those employees whose name second character is A and ends with S. So we don't know about the first character. We know the second character is A, but first character is not known to me. We know the last character is S, but we don't know anything about the characters between A and S, right? So how I can write this command? So first I write select star from employee where ename like. Now I have to write the pattern for it. Okay, so how I am going to write the pattern for this command? Now you can see that over here it is written second character is A. So first character I don't know. Okay, so there is single character is missing. So for that single character I put underscore, but the second character is A. Okay, and last character is S, but I don't know how many characters are there in between A and S. So for that I put percentage and S. Okay, so I have specified this pattern. In this pattern the first character is not known to me, so that's why I have put underscore, because the first character, it means single character, is not known to me na. So for that I put underscore, then the second character is A, then percentage for any number of characters, but it ends with S. So let us test this. So now you can see that we see the record of only Manas, because in case of Manas the second character is A and the last character is S. Okay, so no other employee name matches with this pattern, only the Manas name is matches according to this pattern. That's why his record is shown as a result. Okay, now after that the next question is that display detail of all employees whose names contains K anywhere. So obviously it means we want to show the record of those employees in which K character appears anywhere in their name. So you can see that in case of Kashish, K appears at the beginning, Sakshi, K appears, and Anshika. These three records contains K character, right? In case of Kashish, the K character appears at the starting. In this, K character appears at the third position. In this, K character appear at the last position, second last position. So basically we have to show only those records in which the K character appears anywhere in the code. Okay, so let's do it. Select star from employee where ename like. Okay, so we don't know that how many characters are beyond k and how many characters are after k, so we simply put percentage k percentage. Okay, so percentage k percentage means before k any number of character is allowed, 0 character is also allowed, and after k any number of characters allowed, but the k must be present anywhere in the name. So once I press enter, you can see that okay, Kashish name is there, Sakshi name is there, Anshika name is there, and obviously Akansha, because k is also appear in her name also. So in this query, in this way, you can see the record of all the employees in which the name, the k character appears in their name. Okay, I hope it is clear, right? And the next query is that to display detail of all sales department employees whose post ends with R. Okay, so over here we have specified two conditions. We have to display detail of sales department employees and also their post ends with R. So let's do it also. Select, over here it is written details, so star from employee. Okay, after that it is written that we have to show the record of sales department employees. So obviously we write where department is equal to sales, and because one more condition is required that their post ends with R, and post like, and the post is ends with R now, so we don't know how many characters are before it, so we simply put percentage R because ends with R. Okay, so after writing the condition we close the bracket and press enter. So you can see that we are seeing the record of only sales department employee, and you can see that their post ends with the character R, officer and this manager, right? So these are basically some question based on like clause, and after like clause we go to the distinct clause. Okay, so now what is the benefit of distinct clause? First let me show you the definition of the distinct clause, that this clause is used to display data of a particular field. Okay, so this clause is basically applied on a particular field, all right, in such a way that repeated values appears only once. So basically distinct clause is applied on a particular field. So whenever a distinct clause is applied on a particular field, then while showing the records, only those record is shown to me which is not repeated more than once. Let me clarify one thing. Distinct clause will do one thing for you. Okay, if a particular field has repeated records in it, then it will show the repeated record only once in the result. So let me see example syntax. So how we can write? We have to write the distinct and then the field name. We use this distinct in the select option. So suppose this is my table, and the question is given to me, display names of all departments of the company. Now I want to see the name of all departments of the company. Okay, so suppose if I written command like this, select department from employee. Okay, I want to see the name of all the departments. So when I press enter, you can see that what is my result? The result is sales account, finance, sales. So in this way you can see that here the same record is shown multiple times to me. I don't want to see the sales 3 times. I just want that the sales value appears only once. Okay, so how I can do that? Because right now in my table there are only 7 records, but suppose if in a company there are thousands of records in the table of employee. So when I write like this, I will get 1,000 entries for me. And if suppose there are 300 employees working in sales department, then I will see the sales value 300 times in my result. So I don't want this. So how I can resolve this problem? I will write select distinct then department from employee. So after writing it, you can see that it is showing me sales only once time. So whatever value is repeating multiple times, it will show that value only once. Okay. So this is the distinct clause case. Suppose if you given the question like this, display names of posts, you have to view the names of posts in such a way that each post appears only once. Okay. So it is given that you have to show the names of each post in such a way that each post appears only once. So that's why simply we have to write like this: select distinct and post from employee. Okay. So we are getting the result as officer, manager and clerk. So this is the command for it and you are getting the result, right? So that's all for today lecture. Thank you very much and have a nice day.